Hello citizens, how is it going? I hope you haven't come down from the title win yet. I know I haven't. I've been watching all the highlights from Sunday over and over again. I've had them on repeat. I've been checking out other fan channels as well. Liverpool, Chelsea, Everton, United. I've been enjoying watching everyone celebrate City's win. It's been a great week. And yeah, and wasn't the parade good as well? I got to watch a bit of that too. Now before we get started, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. And as always, thank you for being here. Make sure to check out Twitter as well. It's just on the left-hand side there. I am trying to tweet more, so make sure to join me on there and join in the conversations. Now, today's going to be a little transfer roundup of what we know so far, or what's rumoured so far. Now, of course, transfers out. We got Fernandinho leaving, which is no big shock. We knew that was coming. And to be honest with you, it's the right time for him to leave. I mean, the last couple of games, the West Ham game, that defence is awful. I'm not going to blame it all on Fernandinho that first half, but you know, he got bullied a little bit, particularly by Antonio. And of course, when you look at the Aston Villa game that first half, you know, anyone who watched that or anyone who was at the ground will tell you that Fernandinho, he got bullied again by Watkins. They targeted him with every single long ball. Of course, you can't play Fernandinho at centre half. He hasn't got the pace, he hasn't got the strength, he hasn't got the height, you know. And when Pep took him out at half-time, that's when we really started to play. You know, Zinchenko really helped change things around. So it is time for him to go. He's been a great servant and, you know, he didn't quite get a statue, but he's always going to be welcome at the Etihad. And I hope him best for the future, and maybe he'll come back as a coach one day. Who knows? Now, other transfer rumours going out. It's Gundogan to Arsenal. That's from the Sun. And I'd be surprised if Gundogan leaves, but also not surprised because, you know, we don't really play him that much. We prefer De Bruyne and Bernardo over him. And to be honest, I can see why. Bernardo's got that engine, you know, and he's got the quality as well and the technique. And of course, you can't drop De Bruyne if he's fit. Every team's going to want him. You know, he'd get in any single team. So you're not going to drop him. But Gundogan's been a great servant to us as well since he came. Of course, he was Pep Guardiola's first signing. And we've needed him over the last couple of years, you know. A couple of seasons ago when he banged in all them goals in the second half of the season. You know, he got them goals against Tottenham. And he had a really great season when De Bruyne got injured. And of course, Aston Villa, you know, his substitution coming on for Bernardo really changed the game for us. And I've been saying all season that he's one of the few people who really hits the 6-yard box. You know, he really goes in behind defences. And he did that to perfection on Sunday and he won us the league. So losing to Arsenal would be a huge blow. Losing to any Premier team would be a huge blow. And I wouldn't want to see him leave. But again, I can understand from his point of view why he would want to. Because we don't really give him the game time. And the amount of midfielders we've got. And the amount of rotation that Pep does. You know, he's not really going to be your first team regular. And he has been there long enough now. You know, he can move on. He can say he's done it. So if he goes, you know, it'd be a big blow. And would it be good fit at Arsenal? I mean, I think he's better than anyone else they've got. So yeah, you'd have to say he is. But he's also been a good captain to us, you know. I know we've got a few captains and they change quite frequently and the players decide with votes and things. But he has been a good captain for us, and he, like I said, he steps in, and when he does step in, he's quality on the ball. I mean, I can't think of a single City fan that dislikes him, even before the season decided against Aston Villa. We all know he's quality. And it'd be sad to see him go. Now, Jesus to Arsenal as well, I think that'd be disappointing. In the second half of the season, I say we needed Jesus back in. You know, playing him on the right-hand side was good, but we needed him in that centre-forward role, you know. And it was odd for me because we started the season with no recognised striker. We're playing Jesus on the right-hand side. And he did a great job on the right-hand side, by the way. I thought he was fantastic whenever he played. I know he got an injury which stopped him. But whenever he played, I thought he's one of our best players. And going into the end of the season as well, them last few games, I thought he was immense. I thought he played really well. You know, he got a great goal against Liverpool. He got 4 against Norwich, was it? So, you know, Jesus he has been really important to us, and I really was surprised when it's starting in the number 9 role more this season. But ultimately, it didn't cost us, and I think losing him to Arsenal would be a big blow for us as well. Of course, Arsenal need a goal scorer. He can use his right foot, his left. He can head the ball as well. Of course, he's got a bit of quality. And surprisingly for Jesus, because when you look at him on the ball, he's a little bit clumsy, isn't he? He's always reminded me a bit like Paulo One-Chop. You know, he's not got the height or anything, but when he runs with the ball, he never really knows where to look. Well, he always looks like he never knows what he's doing with his legs or his feet. But he always keeps the ball. And, you know, a couple of the goals against Aston Villa as well, you can credit to him in his hard work as well. That first one when Sterling putting the ball across for Gundogan, it was Jesus who collected the ball, he held up really well. He carried it forward a few yards, and he gave it out wide to Sterling, and he also made a bit of space for him to run in behind the defence. And the third goal, of course, it was his running behind that made Mings kind of scuff his clearance and give it straight to De Bruyne, who obviously gave the ball to Gundogan for the third. Now, the Alvarez deal, I'm really looking forward to seeing Alvarez. Of course, if you haven't keeping up with his highlights, I've been watching his goals all season. He scored 6 the other day. I highly recommend you watch them, right foot and left foot. He's got pace as well. The kid looks quality, and I'm really excited to see him come in. And it looks like he's going to be able to play on the left, the right, or in the middle. And he reminds me a lot like Ferran Torres. I've said this a few times this season. And apparently, according to the Daily Mail, we've rejected a few loan deals, including to Barcelona. I mean, Barcelona trying to pip all our players. They hate our financial fair play, and they go on about our funds, but they're always trying to take our players for free. Now, Alvarez, I agree. We shouldn't loan him out. Once we get him in, we keep him. And I think we paid a little bit extra. I think we paid like £1.5 million more to bring him in a little bit sooner, so he can link up with the squad in July rather than in August or something. So I can see why we've rejected that loan deal, and hopefully we carry on doing so, because I don't want to lose him. I think he's going to be a great talent for the future, and it's another forward. And I think with Sterling contract running out, I think Sterling might go this summer. I got a feeling he might, or Mahrez might go. I think one or both of them could go. I think Alvarez is going to be really important to us, and he's got a bit of youth, he's got pace, he's got height, and he can do everything: left foot, right foot, and head. Again, if you haven't checked out his highlights, I highly recommend it. And I will link the YouTube video to his last game where he scored 6 goals in the bio below, so make sure to check that out as well. Now, transfers in: Mason Mount. This is from the Sun. Now, this one's a bit of a surprise one to me. I can't see Mason Mount leaving Chelsea. I really can't. I think he's one of their better players. I think he goes missing in big games. I think he got the assist in the Champions League final against us last year. But honestly, I think under the right coach, I think he can be absolutely world class. I think he could be on the same level as Foden. I don't think he is, and I wouldn't compare him to Foden, because I think Foden is a lot better than him, both technically and, well, in talent as well. But I think under Pep, he could be a good signing for us, and I do really like him. And again, he's got that youth factor, isn't it? And sooner or later, we're going to have to replace De Bruyne with someone. Would Mason Mount fit that? He doesn't really fit the De Bruyne role, but it's another one we could keep for another 4 or 5 years. And under Pep, who knows where he could go. James Ward-Prowse, this one's been rumoured for quite a bit. I think this one comes from the Sun earlier on in the month. And James Ward-Prowse is a quality midfielder. Again, it's set piece specialist, isn't he? He seems to score every free kick he takes. He can score penalties, and that's something we're not very good at. So I can see him being a good signing for us, and I can see why Pep would want him. It would be another leader in the changing room. And maybe if Gundogan goes out, maybe he's looking at James Ward-Prowse to replace him. And I don't think Ward-Prowse would play every game. I think he would be a utility player. I think he would come on kind of like how we use Gundogan now. I think he'd be one of those. Would James Ward-Prowse leave Southampton for a role like that? Maybe if he's playing on the Pep, maybe he's playing for the Premier League champions. Who knows? Be an interesting one. Paul Pogba. Now, this would be interesting, wouldn't it? I mean, I've seen this one a few times, this rumour. And the rumour is, from the Daily Mirror, is that he did accept a contract offer from City, but in the end turned it down because he doesn't want the backlash from the United fans. I mean, I don't know why he would want that, because I think they already hate him. So, would he be a good fit at City? I don't know. At United, it'd be easy to criticise any player at Man United right now, call them lazy, say they've not got the drive or the determination, because in that team, they're all the same. I think they're a beaten team now, and people are just kicking them when they're down. So Paul Pogba at City could change, but with his personality and his reluctance to play under some managers in the past, do we need that? And he'd probably come with some high wages too. But again, as a rotation player, if you can rotate him in and out, and he is going to offer something different, he does offer a bit more power, he does offer a bit more height in that midfield. But I can't see it happening, to be honest. And would I want him at City? I don't think so. I don't think he fits in, and I don't see who you replace him with. I mean, again, you're just going to be playing him here and there. You're not going to be playing him every game, and I think he's going to want to play every game. So, no, I wouldn't sign him. Now, Marc Cucarella, I've seen a few people suggest him, and I think he'd be a good signing, actually. Of course, we got fullback problems when Walker was injured, and, we had to play Cancelo on the right-hand side. That left back position, I know Zinchenko did a good job against Aston Villa, and he really did do a good job. You know, I thought he was fantastic. I thought he was one of the best players. In fact, I think all three substitutes were the best players when they came on, even Sterling. And yeah, you know, we do need another fullback, and we need to start that left back position. You know, we've had that going on for like 2 years now, 3 years since Mendy came in and got injured against Crystal Palace. We've had the left back issue, and we've just not fixed it. And everyone goes on about our striker options, and you know, we need to sign a striker, but come on. I mean, that left back, we can all see it. We all know we need it. And if Walker gets injured and Cancelo gets injured, we're in big trouble, because Pep seems to have a reluctance to play Ake as well, which is unfair, really, because I think Ake's had a great season with us. He's not played a lot, and I think you got to take that into consideration as well. When Ake's played for us, especially the second half of the season, I thought he had 2 great games against Liverpool. You know, and I thought he played some fantastic games too. He had a good time against Leeds, and he played really well against. And there's someone else he played really well against. But then Pep doesn't want to use him, and Pep doesn't want to play him, which I think is surprising. And I was shocked he didn't play him against Aston Villa, even if he's injured a little bit. You know, I'm just surprised he didn't play him in that centre half position instead of Fernandinho. But I mean, you know, I'm not Pep, and ultimately we won the league, so trust the process. Now, Calvin Phillips, this is another one. Of course, Calvin Phillips is one of the big players this summer transfer window to look out for. You know, everybody seems to want him. United want him. Chelsea want him. Everybody wants him. And would he come to City, of course? I mean, again, I think we can attract anyone these days. We've got the money to. We've got the status now. You know, competing on every single trophy. And we've got the best manager in the world, so he wouldn't want him to come to us. But Calvin Phillips, you know, with Fernandinho leaving, we do need another defensive midfielder as well. But again, I think Calvin Phillips plays in a 2, if I'm right. And even for England, his best performances have always been in a 2 with Rice. He's not going to get that luxury at City. You know, he's going to be coming in and he's going to be taking over Rodri when he needs a break or he's injured. Can he do it on his own? Well, he's got the energy to do it. He can get up and down the pitch. You know, he does have a bit of quality as well. He can tackle. And again, would it be a good replacement for Rodri? Yeah, perhaps. I'd just be disappointed with the height, because I think Rodri, with his strength, his balance on the ball, his hold-up play, and what he can do for us in attacking situations from dead balls pieces, I think Rodri's huge, and I think actually Rodri's going to be a difficult one to replace, and I think he's going to be a difficult one for anyone to come in and, you know, take on when he's out injured. But yeah, there's another one. But that's potentially a lot of money for us as well, because you're looking, like I said, the players leaving. Gundogan's probably going to go, and JC's probably going to go on quite cheap. If Sterling goes, he's in his last year of his contract, so he's not going to go for big money, I don't think. And he might even wait out for another year and go for free. So, you know, we're going to have to spend money to get players in. Like I said, we've got a left-back situation to sort out. If Sterling or Alvarez go, we've got another winger situation to sort out. We've got defensive midfield role to sort out. And, you know, you're probably looking at maybe another centre-half coming in. So, you know, it's who do we prioritise over that? And I think looking at them transfers in them rumours, I think I'd go for Marc Cucarella over everyone else, because I think the fullback situation is probably the most urgent that we need. Could he bring someone up from the youth team? Maybe. I mean, rumours are going around as well that Delap's going to be loaned out to Southampton. I think that'd be a good move for him, because I really want to see Delap play, and I think he's a real talent for the future. But of course, with Haaland coming in and Alvarez, I don't think he's going to get any game time, not even in the cups now. I think Alvarez will probably take that, with Haaland being the starter in the league. So I'd like to see Delap go on loan and see what he can do. And I hope he's not going to be one of those situations where, you know, we keep loaning out Harrison just to sell him in the end. We keep loaning out Patrick Roberts just to sell him in the end, because they were 2 quality players, and I would like to see them play for City as well. So we'll just have to see what Pep's got in his mind. But, you know, that's the Friday roundup. That's the current rumours at the moment. Of course, Haaland was seen in Manchester on Tuesday. He came in to finalise his move. There's videos of him going around, walking around the Etihad and stuff, which was nice to see, wasn't it? It's good to see him and his dad at the Etihad, and I'm looking forward to seeing him next season. And yeah, that's about it, really. Like I said, it's been a good week, hasn't it? We've been celebrating. We've had a great time. And the future's looking bright. And, you know, I don't want to get into next season details and whether we're favourites or anything like that, because I'm going to do a season roundup. I'm going to do a season review where we're going to talk about the players. It's going to be a nice, chill situation. We're going to talk about the players. We're going to talk about different games, you know, different highlights, what we can remember from them anyway. And we're just gonna have a nice chat about how our season went and whether we think we succeeded in some areas and failed in others. So yeah, make sure to join us for that. That's going to be at some point over this weekend. Well, thank you for watching this video. Thanks for checking out, and let me know in the comments who you want to see us sign and who you want to see us sell, and where you see the club being at the moment. Like I said, join us on Twitter. I am doing my best to try and tweet more. Make sure to do that, and yeah, like the video. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for checking out. As always, you have a great weekend. See you again. Bye bye.